Hey, Aquarius, and thank you so much for the second week in a row. You guys have had the most views. I appreciate you so much. I really, really do. Um, this is the second week in a row that you guys have had the most views on the Elements shorts, and I'm so appreciative. It makes it all worth doing it if you guys are getting something out of it. Only thing about that is I got definitely got the views, but I would appreciate y'all so much if you like, share, and subscribe. If you like what you see, share it with others. Subscribe to the page, and I'll start bringing more exclusive things. I've been thinking of, even possibly putting on some type of contest where, maybe whoever had the most views for the month, I'll do some type of raffle where somebody can win a free reading or something like that. But it takes a lot of energy for me to do what I do, and I love doing what I do, but I want to make sure I have the audience for it and people are really getting something out of it. So I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all for coming through and watching and viewing the videos and everything, because I love it. All right, so just a quick reminder for those who may have never been to the page or may have forgotten, I am an oracle, which is a medium between you and your spirit team. This includes your ancestors, your higher power, your angels, your spirit guides providing you with messages and information they feel like you need to hear. Anytime you come across these readings, I'm always going to give you what you need, not necessarily what you want. So I do ask that you please not shoot the messenger. Okay. If none of this resonates with you and you don't agree with what you've heard or seen here, I ask that you please not leave any negative energy here. We're all about the positive as much as we possibly can be. I definitely appreciate, any comments of, thank yous, just a quick heart, a thumbs up, whatever it is. I appreciate it so much. All right. Also, down below in the description box, I have provided my booking information. Go to the website. There's other things on there as well. So if you like what you heard here, like what you saw here, and you like a more personal reading, you can go to the website and book your reading. I have something for everyone. Okay. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started. And this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So check all of those placements for everybody that's viewing. It doesn't necessarily have to be Sun, your sun sign. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, so let's get started. All right, so we have the Three of Wands, the World card, and Justice. The bottom of the deck, that's all Libra energy with that Justice card. The Six of Pentacles. The good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of abundance, borrowing wisely or paying off a debt, sharing your wealth with others less fortunate. Okay, so the Pentacles, as you can obviously see, coins is about money, your finances, you know, um, not necessarily being frugal, but watching how you spend your money and who you share it with, things of that nature. Understanding that everybody is not to benefit from what you have. However, if you have an inflow or an unexpected windfall of money, and you know that maybe somebody may have helped you when you were down and you really needed assistance, pay it forward or give back to that person, just because, not because you have an agenda, not necessarily because you owe them, but because I want to do something nice for somebody who did something for me when I was in need. Okay. So not just necessarily just throwing it out there. And then even if you do give to somebody that you ain't gonna never get it back or whatever, you did something with the clean and clear and good heart, and you had the best of intentions when you did what you did. That bottom of the deck has a lot of influence over this reading. Okay, so we have the Justice card, we have the Three of Wands in the World. With this justice, be impartial and objective. Stand up for what you believe. Try to see all sides of a situation. You win if your position is one of integrity. Integrity that goes back to that Six of Pentacles. When you do things with a good heart, you have integrity in your intentions on how you're doing something for somebody. It's not because you're trying to show off or you trying to make them feel it. Yeah, they owed me something, so now I'm gonna make them think about what they didn't do for me. And no, okay. Anytime somebody has wronged you, or even we even gonna put it in negative light, if somebody has done something great for you, um, allow karma to take its course. Okay. So Gemini, the world card says here a brilliant success, a time of joyful accomplishment and spiritual enlightenment, freedom to do whatever you want, be proud of yourself. Okay, so Gemini, even though you have been through some things, don't worry about, who might be looking at you or judging you and all of that kind of stuff. You deserve the world. You deserve this financial increase that you're about to receive. You're deserving of it. So stop beating yourself up about old stuff that's no longer important to you. Okay? Just continue to do what you've been doing. Be happy and give gratitude for what is coming to you and what is being shown. It's not like you didn't work hard for what you received, you know. The Three of Wands, planning for the long term abundance from past choices, pride in the success of your labors. Be patient as you decide what's next. Yeah, it's like when you get to where you want to be, like you worked so hard, you strive to get to this area that you're in now, and now you like, now what? What's next? Okay, be tactical is what I just heard. Be tactical in the choices that you make and how you move forward. Okay, because what you wanted was long-term comfortability in your housing, in your vehicle. Like, okay, when I spend this money, it's going to be worth every dime that I spend, so I want to make sure I'm doing this right. So yeah, take your time, mull it over, crunch numbers, do whatever you need to do to understand where you want to be and how it's going to affect you in the long run. Okay. Right. Gemini, holy love, healing energy, and power, intent, and intention. Okay. So again, this goes back to how you've been moving, how you've been helping others, putting power behind and intention behind everything that you do, especially when it comes to your own well-being. I feel like you guys are really the kind who like want to bend over backwards for everybody else, but you feel like you don't need to bend over backwards for yourself. Okay, stop doing that to yourself. You deserve to have more accolades towards yourself than others. Fuck what another person thinking. Like what you do being kind hearted is not about other people. It's about you. Okay. So have the best of intentions and put all of the positive power and loving power that you have in you towards yourself and not just others. You guys are constantly in this energy of healing from traumatic experiences that you've had, from being open. I feel like that has a lot to do with your balance, with Libra being the scales. Sometimes you guys are get off kilter, but it's usually from some force outside of you, some person outside of you, but you let them in, so you beat yourself up about it. So continue to walk in your healing energy. Continue to do what you've been doing to heal, elevate, grow yourself, heal your heart, mend your psyche, if you will. Holy love, understand that regardless to what's going on, your spirit team, your ancestors, your higher power, they all have your back. When someone in the physical realm is not showing you the love that you truly deserve, or showing you that, oh, I appreciate you and all of that, that's what not what you do, the things that you do for. That's not what you were put on this earth for. So understand that you are loved regardless. You just got to focus on loving yourself. And I feel like you guys feel like you have to do things outside of yourself to prove your love to others, and you don't. All right, so we're going to close this out. Desire and joy. Okay, so basically, what you all need to do is fulfill your heart's desire, whatever it is that you want for yourself. What I talked about with the world card, and fulfilling the things that you want with that Three of Wands, getting to where you want to be. Fulfill your heart's desires, what makes you happy. Enough of doing all of it for everybody else. It's time for you to do it for yourself, so that you can be happy and have the joy in your heart that you want to see others have so badly. Stop just chasing your happiness and create it for yourself. Okay? All right. So that's everything that I have for you, you lovely Gemini. I'm sorry, Libras. The next on the list is Gemini. All right. So, Gemini, let's see what's cooking for you guys. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini energy. Gemini energy. Gemini energy. Okay. Gemini. Geminis, Geminis, Geminis. What y'all been doing? You look 20. Gemini energy. All right. Yeah, Four of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the Star, and the Eight of Swords. The bottom of the deck, we have the Dreamer, a new start. Trust yourself, push your fears aside, and take a leap of faith. All right, Gemini, it's time for a fresh start. I feel like y'all been really having some stops and starts, and that's fine. It's nothing wrong with fresh starts because you might have a focus in one place and then something else overpowers that thought process that you had in regards to that certain thing and you move on to something else. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. If you need to put one thing on the back burner to do one another thing, ain't nothing wrong with that. Um, I just heard something about time running out. I don't know if somebody got a deadline on signing some type of papers or I don't know if it's about school, education, or something, but you have a deadline, so it's time for you to make a decision, whoever you are, little Gemini. Um, with the Eight of Swords, the illusion of entrapment, a lack of self confidence that makes you feel helpless, being afraid to take action, take responsibility for your life now. Yeah. So that is in regards to that decision. Like you ain't trapped. Ain't nobody forcing you to do nothing. You see how she got a blindfold on and she peeking out? She got the power with the sword right there. And the gate is open, but she's still sitting there like, no, I can't move forward. Yes, you can. Ain't nobody entrapping you but yourself. You stuck in your mind and in illusions of failure and all of this type of stuff, and you got to get out of that. I feel like this is where this person, whoever it is coming up on this deadline where you need to sign some papers or make a decision in regards to going to school, higher education, or something like that. So stop entrapping yourself. Stop blocking yourself. You know, you're doing this to yourself. This is self inflicted. You can't blame anyone outside of you. This is a choice that you have to make for yourself. It's nothing stopping you. You can have whatever it is that you are wanting, but you're afraid to take the leap. With the star card, I have faith the future is bright. Dreams come true. Positive changes that bring an end to challenging times. The light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, once again, this is the focus of the fear of taking that step. I don't know why I just saw like somebody dipping their toe in some water and then bringing it back. It's cold. Okay, well, you got to get in and splash around to get comfortable because the temperature of the water ain't going to change. It's you getting acclimated to the change. Okay. So you have to accept these changes for what it is because it's a positive. You're stepping on a positive path. You're moving in a positive direction. And the only thing that's holding you back is your fear. That's on you. Okay. So be the star that you are. The Six of Swords, the end of challenging times. This talks about is things ending and starting over new for you. Things are looking up, a welcome relief, finding your way to a peaceful place, the end of depression or an illness, travel, or relocation. Okay. And again, I feel like this is in connection with it could be some of you could be, considering relocation for a job. It could be career changing or like you have a mate that lives somewhere else and they're encouraging you because there's more opportunities where they are. So if that's something that you're thinking about, you're going to again have to take that leap of faith that everything is going to work out. Go and do it. Go and do it. The only thing that's holding you back is yourself. That's all this reading keeps talking about. The Four of Pentacles, the Four of Coins, managing your resources wisely, extremes in how you give or receive money, time, or emotions, smart business decisions, seeing things as black or white, and being charitable. Now, this is about frugality, okay? Whatever it is that you're trying to uh, be frugal about. It's worth it to be frugal about it. However, sometimes it takes a little money in order to step out on that faith that we're talking about with this Eight of Swords, Six of Swords, and this Star card. Okay, the money that you've been kind of hoarding away or saving, um, is towards your future. So this is an investment for you. Okay, by all means, you should be continuing to save. I just heard the quote, a penny saved is a penny earned. So the money that you invest in yourself to grow for your future, you'll get that back because you're investing in your future. It's worth it to do that. Okay. It's fine if you want to be charitable towards others, but you gotta have charity towards yourself. You deserve so much more than what you giving yourself. Like you, I don't know. Some of you feel like, if I ain't helping nobody else, then I'm not doing it right. Well, you don't have to be helping nobody else. Help yourself. You the first charity that you owe it to. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's keep going. Blessings and abundance, vulnerability and freedom. Yeah, you have to be vulnerable and free yourself from fear and entrapment, like with that Eight of Swords. Ooh. Inner child healing. Yeah, and that's a fear. Gemini, that's the thing that you all fear about. That's a lot of where your fears come from. Childhood, inner child, things that you experience. Some of you, I feel like, may have come from a family who, you didn't have a lot of money, so things were tight. I heard penny pinching. Your family said no about a lot of things. um, Maybe your mom and or dad said no, you couldn't participate in certain things because they just didn't have the money to be able to do it for you. Well, dear Gemini, you're making your own money, and this is a way of giving out about the charitable acts with the Four of Pentacles, giving to yourself, giving to your inner child and saying, here, go have fun. You don't have to not do it anymore, but you're so used to being limited in how you do things because, your family wanted to make sure you ate and had a roof over your head and clothes on your back, but you're not in that energy anymore. And don't feel bad because you put yourself first, because you're making sure you have everything you need, because you lived off of survival. Even, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that your family didn't love you, but they lived off of survival mode. And so that's in you. And you got to heal and grow yourself out of that. It's time for you to work on that inner child and giving to your inner child. Give the inner child a little candy and let them run wild for a little bit, but rein them in when it's necessary. Okay? Vulnerability and freedom. Again, this is where you were kind of entrapping yourself. Allow yourself to be free and enjoy and be happy and laugh, and be vulnerable to, I'm not saying be vulnerable to people, but you have someone on your side that really loves you and wants to see you happy, and it's like you don't want to open yourself up to that out of fear of what's going to happen. Well, use your discernment. You can throw caution to the wind, but you also have to look inside yourself. Why am I being so cautious? If there are red flags, by all means, sit down and assess that situation. Don't just do it for any and everybody. But if somebody is showing you that they genuinely care about you and want to see you happy, allow yourself to be happy. You're so guarded, Gemini. Blessings and abundance. Yeah. So if you have faith in yourself and you know that you can do some things, and I'm positive that I can handle this, be sure of yourself. Don't second guess yourself, because then you block the blessing. Okay. You can have abundance in every area of your life. You don't have to put one on hold to get to the next one. Okay. Because I feel like some of you are like, well, I need to focus on one thing. If you know how to multitask, then hey. But if you feel like one thing is kind of overriding everything else and you're not giving it the necessary attention, then, again, that's a situation you need to assess. But you deserve the abundance, you deserve the blessings. And abundance ain't just about money, it's about love and all these other areas in your life. You can enjoy it, you can be happy with the blessings that you are receiving. All right. Now we can close it out for you. All right. We have Artemis and Oshun, independence and forgiveness. Okay. So look, whoever did something to you, and I feel like somebody is like holding in and harboring. Um, I'm not, I don't feel like it's any hate, but it's like some resentment from the past. And again, this might be parents or whatever because of how you were raised or how you didn't have so many things. Even though they didn't say it all the time, they did it because there was certain sacrifices they couldn't make. Like if they sent you on that field trip or they sent you took you to Disneyland and all of that kind of stuff, then the bills wasn't gonna be able to get paid. Then you would have been upset about that. And that's childhood things. So they gave you the bare necessities and the basics. And I feel like some of you are still not healed from that, again, childhood trauma. But it's time for you to forgive. Okay, say, hey, you know what? My parents did the best that they could. If you have children, you're looking at it, you got to look at it from the same standpoint as them being parents, just like you are. Okay, I got to do what's necessary for my kid. You know, you can't sacrifice the light bill to get your kids some Jordans. I understand some people do that. However, them Jordans they're going to grow out of, get dirty, tear up, whatever the case may be. But them lights and gas is a necessity. They got to wash, they got to be able to see, they got to be able to how to see to do that homework, all of those types of things. So you got to prioritize. So forgive your parents for the things they weren't able to give you because they did it because, they had to make sure you had the necessities and not just what you wanted. Go and get what you want for yourself, your family, your children, as long as you can afford that. Okay. So you should always be happy with the fact that you are independent, that you can provide for yourself, your family, whatever it is. Okay, it's nothing wrong with that. But you don't have to, focus on, oh, well, if I do this, then I'm not going to be able to do that. Okay, pull yourself out of that. It's not dependent on anyone physically, it's dependent on the safety net. Okay, so let go of the safety net because you can do that now. You are free to be able to do whatever it is that you want because you know how to get it back. You know how to save. You got the money set aside. You've made good choices. Be proud of yourself and pat yourself on the back and enjoy. Okay. All right. So that is the energy for the lovely Gemini. All right. So let's check this energy for Aquarius. Aquarius. As I stated before last week, I am an Aquarius gang gang, January 27. Um, so fellow Aquarians, this energy is for you. Aquarius, 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 Aquarius energy. Aquarius, y'all showed up with the star card in Libra's reading. All right, Aquarius energy. All right, so we have the Queen of Wands, the Four of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. The bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles or Four Coins, managing your resources wisely. Um, Aquarius, I feel like y'all been spending, spending, spending. I feel like y'all, normally are frugal, but you've been spending a lot of money lately. So it's time to manage your resources wisely. Extremes in how you receive, give money, time, emotions, smart business decisions, seeing things as black or white, and being charitable. Now, Aquarius, you have a nature of wanting to support everybody that you know. Like you give your last to support somebody. Oh, they have a business. I got a few dollars. Let me go ahead and send them $3. And you know what I'm saying? You have to choose what you give to. Okay. Because you can support your friends without necessarily having to be spending money. You can like, share, subscribe their pages, business pages, links to their websites, you know, big up them on social medias and tell other people, hey, I know somebody that can provide that for you. Okay. So you can support in other ways. You can be charitable in other ways other than just giving money. So you guys got to pull the reins back on how you've been spending, especially this is income tax season. Y'all been spending, spending, spending like, oh shit. I got $5,500 back. I don't know where that came from, but I got $5,500 back, and now I only got 1,500. Shit. Now you were smart in the fact that you paid all your bills up, your credit card bills, and all of that kind of stuff. But now all you got is 1,500 because you done splurged, took your homies out, bought the kids stuff, spent money on your boo, all of that kind of stuff. Okay, well, what do you want to do with that 1,500? Do you want to invest it in something important for yourself? So, pull the reins back on that money, y'all. The Knight of Wands, passionate, confident, charismatic, restless events requiring immediate action. Trust your instincts and stay focused. A passionate relationship. Okay, so look, if you guys are feeling like you've been putting a little bit too much stock into things that are not important to you, okay, well, this is what the Knight of Wands is here for. That's fire energy. Um, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. It says passionate relationship here because somebody that you're dating, because right here you have the Queen of Wands, brilliant, talented, independent, controlling. There's nothing you can't do. Believe in yourself and never underestimate your ability to make your dreams come true. The need for balance between career and personal life. Yeah. So Aquarius, you might be dating one of these fire signs and you're losing yourself in that relationship. And, Aquarius, we have a tendency to do things like that where, if we really care about somebody, we'll go above and beyond to, do things for them and show them that we love them and care for them. Okay, well, you got to create a balance with that. Like if you have been ignoring your finances, what I talked about with the income taxes and the money you got left, you've been splurging left and right. Okay, what are you gonna do for yourself? Okay. So if this person cares anything about you, they're gonna understand when you explain to them, because you don't have no problem telling somebody what it is and what it ain't. They're gonna understand if they really care about you. Like, hey, okay, I know we've been splurging, but it's time for me to get busy. You ain't gotta be have nobody all up in your business about how much you got left. But hey, we had fun. Time to taper that shit off. Get back to business. With the Four of Swords, insights that come from meditation, the need to rest or take a vacation. See, and blast your money. Allow yourself more time before making a decision, mental exhaustion, and get more sleep. Now, I am one of those who has not been getting very much sleep at night. We are overthinkers. So instead of staying awake at night overthinking about whatever it is that's on your mind, because I feel like some of you are on the fence about a relationship with someone. You're not sure where this thing is going. It could be this fire sign. They're doing certain things that, you know, got your heart in a knot, if you will. Like, I'm really digging this person, but I know they're not good for me. Don't overthink it, honey. Sit down, meditate, journal about it. Come to terms about these things. Like, you're losing rest, you're losing sleep over something that is not necessarily to lose sleep and rest over. Do what you got to do to make that decision, but clear your mind first with some meditation. That's what's hugely important. You want to have a clear mind, clear spirit, clear heart, everything on the decision that you're going to make. Because that fire sign, I don't feel like they in it for the long haul. I mean, they dig you, they like you, but you're a little bit too much for that fire sign or what it is. With the King of Cups, trustworthy, honorable, devoted, cautious, someone you can completely trust, a situation that is safe, a solid romantic relationship, hidden but well intentioned emotions, a charitable benefactor, and sin a counselor. Okay, with the King of Cups and Cups energy, that's water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So that's probably the decision that you're having to make. That's the thing that you're on the fence about. Like you really digging this fire sign, but you have a water sign that's on your tail that you didn't even think about in that capacity. But it's been coming up because you've been thinking about all these things. The water sign is probably going to be the better choice. Um, because this water sign has a little bit more compassion in their heart for whatever it is that you're dealing with and you're going through. I feel like you may be even having a lot of discussions with this water sign about what you got going on, and they giving you this great advice. So, the water sign is not telling you what they feel about you. So, you know, play it cool like we do. Um, and keep building on your friendship with this King of Cups, with this water sign, because you never know where that's gonna go. That's all I'm gonna say on that, because this is not a love reading, but a lot of love energy showed up here for you guys. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Um, but you feel your discernment tells you that deep in your heart you can trust that water sign. So yeah, look into your heart. By all means, definitely keep your guard up, as much as you need to. But yeah, give them a little bit of space. They deserve a little, you know, consideration. Clear, cancel, and release. Yeah, it's time for you to let go of that energy that you have for the fire sign. I mean, they like, no, you gonna keep talking about it. I didn't, because this is not a love reading by any means, but that's what it's turned into. You have fun with the fire sign. They gave you so much passion, but it's time for you to clear, cancel, and release that energy from that person, because the more you continue to deal with them, the more they're going to take advantage of the love that you so easily exude. Like, they know how to bring down your barriers that you have. See how you got your armor off over here? They know how to tap into that energy. So yeah, it's time for you to let that go. You can even maintain a friendship with them if you feel like you want to. But if this person, like, when you sit with yourself and you assess and you write down the behaviors of this person, because that's something, sometimes we need to see things in black and white. We need to see it and read it to understand things. And it's like we have epiphanies when we see it. So you need to do an assessment of that situation with the fire sign, and clear out any negative energies, and you know cancel any bullshit that they bring in your way and move forward. Courage and bravery. Like, look, don't be down on yourself, Aquarius, because you allowed yourself to be a little vulnerable. Like, we have this reputation, Aquarius, of being these cold-hearted people, but in all actuality, usually when we're supposedly cold-hearted, is because somebody's done something to make us that way towards them. It's not just something they generalize that as a characteristic of Aquarius, and that's not always the truth. Like, we feel deeply. We just different on that level. So be proud of yourself that you had the courage to recognize things for what they were, break away from that situation, and move on. You put your armor back on. That's all I can tell you in that area with ease and grace. See how he's sitting in meditation? You'll feel things lift off of you a little bit easier when you go within. You meditate to clear your mind, your energy, your heart space, your chakras, all of that. You've been sitting on it too long, and giving away your energy with, people who don't truly deserve it or appreciate it. So, all right. So let me close this out for you, Aquarius. Let things flow. I'm looking at this card a little deeper. He's letting water flow through his hands, and the earth is beneath him as he's floating. So, grounding, rise up like the phoenix. Um, the message that I just heard is they thought they buried you. So yeah, that's like the phoenix. They burned him and he rose from the ashes. So somebody thought they buried you with their behaviors towards you. Don't let them have the upper hand, honey. Nobody never has the upper hand on you. I don't know. I'm feeling this sadness in your energy, Aquarius. I don't know what that means, but some of you are feeling sad because you really wanted things to work out with whoever was doing. All right, Shango, divine feminine, and then you have Artemis, independence. Now, some people Feel like independence is a dirty word, and it is in combination with the divine feminine. Now, please understand, and I repeat this all the time, that feminine and masculine energy, we all have it, no matter what our gender is. We have both. This is why some people, you know, in my opinion anyway, feel that they are um, not just one thing. I feel like that's why some people take on the they, them um, pronouns and such, because they don't feel like a man, they don't feel like a woman. Some feel like the opposite. Some, some feel like, I'm a man in a woman's body, I'm a woman in a man's body. All of those different things is a spiritual thing when it comes to that. So please understand that, as a divine feminine, it is okay for you to feel emotions. It is okay to free yourself from certain things, people, and situations. It is okay for you to feel like I got to do this on my own. I don't need nobody to help me. There's nothing wrong with that. You are a divine feminine, okay? And you can walk in that divine feminine energy. When it comes to femininity, we have so many um, aversions to feminine. You're supposed to act soft and all that kind of stuff. Well, that's man written rules, and you don't have to behave in any certain way. Just know, you be strong and resilient and grow in your femininity and wear it on your sleeve if that's what you want to do. Okay. You see, that's a rabbit and a frog there. The rabbit is about fertility, growth. Okay. The frog is about it, and this is what's coming to me. It don't necessarily have to mean that, but this is what's being shown to me, is that you can grow in leaps and bounds by tapping into that complete feminine energy. Nothing wrong with that, And if you have to be independent or release your dependence on others' thoughts, opinions, and all of that kind of stuff, it's okay. So do what you need to do to grow and pull yourself out of that energy of sadness. Because, like I said, I feel it's sadness with Aquarius, but here we are. Meditation, clearing, canceling, and releasing anything that's pulling you down or dragging you down. Okay. And I feel like it's this fire energy is like trying to dim your light. And it's time for you to let go of that. Okay. Step into this king energy. Okay. And then again, you have king and queen, even though it's fire and water, but the water can cancel out the fire if it really wants to. And this will be you with the Shango energy. Okay. All right, loves. That's everything that I have for you, Aquarius. Once again, air signs, I appreciate you so much for following, viewing, watching, sharing, liking, subscribing. Um, I appreciate being able to do these readings for you guys. Again, down below in the description box is my booking information. So if you do decide you would like to have a personal reading done, I'll be more than happy to do that for you. In the meantime, I'm sending you all peace, love, light, positive energy, and healing vibes. And I'll see you soon, macaroons. Bye.